Welcome. I'm Sarah Moore-Williams, Dean of LSBU Business School, and I will be officiating today's ceremony. This is a special day for our graduates, and I'm delighted to see that so many LSBU staff, family members and friends have joined us today to recognise and reflect upon the achievements of our graduates. The graduates at today's celebration come from a broad range of courses from within LSBU Business School, a school whose reputation is constantly growing thanks to your efforts. This afternoon, is all about you. So I want you to take a moment to really look around you, take in your surroundings, and then what I want you to do is to cheer. Cheer really loudly, let it all out, come on. After 3, 1, 2, 3, let's see you, cheer. My team behind me are telling me that's not good enough. So, I want it louder next time, please, and this is what we're going to do all through the afternoon. We are going to cheer really loudly. A little bit more this time, please. Even you up the top, yeah? At the back, after 3. 1, 2, 3, cheer. And then I want you to do that, and I want you to look for your friends and your family, graduates, okay? Go wave to them, find them if you can, wave to them and cheer. Friends and family, wave back. Okay, thank you. And that's what we're going to do this afternoon, yeah? Enjoy it. Okay, Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, honoured guests and graduates. I am delighted to declare this ceremony open. Well done. I would like to now call upon Professor Dave Phoenix, Vice-Chancellor of London South Bank University, to address our graduating students and guests.
Thank you, Sarah. Colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, and most importantly, those graduating today, welcome to this celebration of our graduates' success. I have said before that this is my favourite event of the academic year. It is always a special occasion, not just for our graduates and their friends and loved ones, but for the whole of the LSBU family. This year, I think it is safe to say, it takes on even greater significance. The COVID-19 pandemic has had unprecedented impact on all aspects of our lives. Over the past couple of years, we have had to find new ways of working and new ways of studying. We've had to communicate and connect in different ways to keep our lives moving forward during times of challenge. And it's not always been easy. But I'm incredibly proud of the way our colleagues and students have responded to this challenge. Not only have people dealt with their own personal challenges during this time, but in many cases, our staff and students have supported wider society through a range of volunteering activities. For us to be here today, together, is a measure of just how far we have come, and it feels very special indeed. This year also marks the 130th anniversary of the founding of LSBU. When founded, it was known as Borough Polytechnic Institute, and it was established in 1892 with the aim of promoting the industrial skills required by local companies, local businesses, and providing individuals with the knowledge and skills they needed to prosper. And it also recognised at the time that the function of a university was to support the health and the well-being of its students. So that central vision remains central to our mission today. We continue to deliver first-class professional and technical education, supporting our students to realise their potential and achieve their goals, and to go on and make a positive contribution to society. Today, you, our graduates, as you join the ranks of our alumni, you become part of that ongoing story of LSBU, a story that will be created based on your achievements and your successes. I would like to offer all today's graduates my sincere congratulations. All of you will have had to overcome some obstacles to be here today. For some of you, this may have been your first time living in a foreign country, perhaps having to adapt to life in a foreign language. Many of you will have been balancing your studies with demands of a job, sacrificing your evenings and weekends in pursuit of your goals. And of course, some of you have been raising children or taking care of families or friends throughout your time at LSBU, especially during this period of the pandemic. The sense of pride and achievement in this hall today is palpable, and it's rightly so that you should be proud of what you've achieved. But it's important to remember that today is not just about you. To paraphrase the late Steve Jobs, great things are never done by one person. They're done by teams of people. And therefore, I'd like to pause just to recognise the parents, families, friends, partners and children who've supported you and contributed to your success today. I'd like to extend my heartfelt congratulations to them because it's their story too. So let's thank those people who've supported you on your journey. Thanks must also go to my colleagues at the university. The past 2 years have tested our institution more than we could have ever imagined. The commitment of colleagues across the university, their passion and their work to support you during your studies has remained undimmed. And it's thanks to their hard work day in and day out that the university has been able to continue not just to survive, but to thrive. Colleagues, your dedication to our students, along with the support you've provided, has been crucial to their success. You have every right to feel proud of your contribution, and I would like to thank you on their behalf. Many thanks. All that said, of course, the real stars today are you, our graduates. This is an exciting but challenging time to be heading out into the world. But as you do so, you should feel proud to have the name of LSBU on your CV. Among the notable achievements of the past year, LSBU was ranked in the top 150 young universities worldwide. And our long commitment to diversity and inclusion saw us recognised for our impact. The Times Higher Impact ranking placed us 25th out of all the universities in the world in recognition of our contribution to reduce inequalities. That's a significant accolade, and it's based not just on what the university is doing through its staff, but also what it's doing through you, our student body, to support communities as well as individuals. We also continue to push forward with our commitment to employability, to ensure that our graduates are equipped to take on their place in the world of work. And we were ranked 17th in the UK for graduate starting salaries, ahead of many of the larger research-intensive institutions. But today, as we start this ceremony, we should also celebrate the successes that you have contributed to in the business school. The school has not only extended its reach by opening a presence at our new Croydon campus, but it's delivered far more work-based learning opportunities than ever before, with hundreds of students on placements during the pandemic, for example in the NHS. The Chartered Institute of Management Accountants, the CIMA, has honoured the school for its outstanding contribution to the accounting profession, with awards for employability excellence and teaching excellence in the first ever CIMA Excellence Awards last December. And our students have worked with academics on live research projects looking at the recovery of the High Street in Lewisham, for example, undertaking paid consultancy work to support the school and themselves, but also providing them with real-life experience of dealing with data, techniques, and putting their knowledge into practice. We also supported the Elephant and Castle traders through our Business Solutions Centre, a new innovation in terms of support for local businesses by the students and colleagues within the school. And traders were supported by our students to help them develop new plans and new social media campaigns as their businesses needed to be relocated. As we gather together today to mark the occasion of your graduation, you may be feeling that this is the end of a journey. But in fact, it's just the beginning. The world today faces many challenges, political, economic and environmental. And sometimes the scale of those challenges can feel overwhelming, and it can be hard to believe that one individual can make a difference. But as you embark on the next stage of your journey, remember you have already overcome so much to be here today and achieved so much in getting your awards. You have shown strength and determination and resilience, and you've demonstrated the time with us that you are in good stead to overcome whatever challenges may face you. As I look out today across the hall, I see incredible potential. The challenges we face will be challenges that you, our graduates, will need to address. So please, as you leave this hall, do go out, dream big, and try and make sure you have that impact on society, however small. And please remember you're not alone. You may be leaving us today, but we'll always be here with you as part of the LSBU family. And we hope you will stay in touch. Perhaps one day you will feel you're in a position to give back by maybe coming and speaking to our current students to help them take their first steps in fulfilling their careers. And finally, I would just like to stress once more how proud we all are of you. I hope the sense of pride and joy you feel today as you cross this stage stays with you. And on behalf of my colleagues at the university, I wish you all every success for the future. Many congratulations.
Thank you, Vice-Chancellor. Today we are awarding an honorary Doctor of the University. This award is given by the university and reserved for individuals who have rendered outstanding service to the university, education, or the community and achieved eminence in a field of activity relevant to the work of the university. Honoured guests, I would like to call upon Professor Hewitt Keep to stand for the commencement of his honorary citation. Pro-Chancellor, our honorary graduate today is Professor Hewitt Keep, now Emeritus Professor of Education, Training and Skills at the University of Oxford. He has devoted his career to advancing our understanding of the links between education, employment and the economy. As an academic and a policymaker, he has done much to further the cause and raise the profile of vocational education in this country. Born and brought up in rural Herefordshire, Professor Keep was a grammar school boy and the first in his family to go to university, studying modern history at Royal Holloway, part of the University of London. On graduating, he took a role with the Confederation of British Industry, focusing on skills and training, before undertaking a PhD at the University of Warwick's Industrial Relations Research Unit. It was the mid-1980s, he says. Under Mrs. Thatcher, we were seeing an abandonment of the consensus around industrial relations that had existed since the Second World War. Everything was changing, and it was a fascinating time to be exploring those relationships between the trade unions, employers, and employees. There followed several years working for the Industrial Relations Unit, focusing on skills, human resources, and personnel management. Then, along with a group of colleagues from Oxford, Professor Keep successfully bid for funding to set up the Centre of Skills, Knowledge and Organisational Performance, known as SCOPE. At SCOPE, he was able to further explore his ideas on the links between skills, productivity and economic performance. There is a tendency in this country to think that education is the answer to everything, he says. But to really benefit from upskilling, we need to start supporting businesses to be more innovative and to manage their people more effectively. From Warwick, he moved to the University of Cardiff School of Social Sciences before taking up his post at Oxford in 2013. Now retired, he continues to supervise PhD students as well as pursuing his own writing and research. He also has what he describes as his main day jobs as a member of both the Department for Education's Skills and Productivity Board and the Scottish Funding Council, which he holds the budget for further and higher education in Scotland. I'm afraid the cliché is true, he says. Since retiring, I'm busier than ever. Pro-Chancellor, in recognition of his significant contribution to raising the profile of further education as an academic, policymaker and advisor, and for his commitment to promoting lifelong learning, I present to you Professor Ewart Keep for the award of honorary degree.
Professor Ewart Keep, on behalf of London South Bank University, it gives me great pleasure to confer upon you the award of Doctor Honoris Causa. Many congratulations.
I now ask Professor Ewart Keep to respond.
Thank you. I'm greatly honoured to receive this award. It's always been the case that those of us who study vocational education in the labour market exist in the shadow of people who study schools and universities in a very traditional way. And the kind of work that I and my colleagues have been doing for a long time tends not to be as noticed, but I think really matters. And it matters not least because it's part of what we study is part of what London South Bank University is trying to do, and what London South Bank is trying to do is extremely important. If I look back over my 40-year career, the thing that stands out most clearly to me is that the bits of the work that I really enjoyed was not so much doing the research, which is what most academics will tell you is where they get their fun, but it's then taking that research and trying to help practitioners and policymakers to use what has been found out to improve policy and to improve what happens in firms and, and in further education colleges and schools and universities. And that, I think, is what I've really enjoyed, and perhaps that's, if I've got a unique contribution, the thing that I would say was my major forte of trying to help policymakers, practitioners, to do things better. I have two messages for you, and they echo very much the messages that your Vice-Chancellor has just given you. The first one is congratulations. You have just experienced probably the most turbulent and difficult time for education in the UK in the last 100 years, possibly a lot longer. We might have to go back to the Black Death or 19th century cholera outbreaks to find education being as disrupted as severely as it has been by COVID. All of you deserve the strongest congratulations possible for having made it through that really difficult experience and succeeded. And you your families, your friends should take a moment and consider and reflect upon the fact that you have done important and impressive things. My second message is that it's great to take that moment, but you will be back. You will be back in learning. If there's one thing that is absolutely clear here in 2022, it is that the days when people graduated, went into the workplace, and worked for 40 years with perhaps 45 years with perhaps some training from their employer, and that sufficed, are over. They've been over for a while, but it's become much clearer that they are over. In a world where we have artificial intelligence and the digitalization of work, where we have climate change and the need to move to net zero and to adopt far more sustainable ways of making our economy and society work, and in a world where hybrid working and the traditional norm of the workplace are going to be disrupted, and therefore workplace learning will be disrupted, it's absolutely clear to me that adult learning, lifelong learning, is going to be the biggest policy and practical challenge for the education system across the UK and indeed across the developed world for the next 10 to 15 years. So I can guarantee pretty much that all of you at some point in the not too distant future will be returning to learning. So take a breath now and get ready for the next stage of your journey. Thank you.
Okay, this is the bit where you start getting involved even more, okay? So there's a slight change to the ceremony. Normally we shake hands with you, Simon would shake hands with you. We've decided for COVID that he's going to present you with the scroll instead, okay? So it won't be shaking hands, but it's the scroll. He'll give you the scroll, you take it off him when you meet him in the middle, all right? Again, don't forget to cheer and shout. Can we practice one more time while people are getting up? 1, 2, 3, massive round. Yeah, come on. Okay, it is quite a long ceremony, so make yourselves comfortable, all right? And do that for your friends and your family in particular, okay? Everyone up here wants to be whooped and cheered along, so do it when you can, all right? And really enjoy the moment. Okay. I now call upon University Orator Dr. Sarah Abdullas to announce the names of those who are receiving awards today. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. Chancellor, I have pleasure in presenting the successful graduates from the University Certificate Italia Nitioli. Awarded Bachelor of Science with Honours in Economics with Business Management, Mariah Campbell. Andwell Isufi. Kevin Licto. Awarded Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Accounting and Entrepreneurship, Victoria.
Awarded BA Honours Marketing, Jessica Nicholas. Sanjay Malik.
Jennifer Gray Mills. awarded the Doctor of Philosophy for a thesis entitled Insights into Philanthropy, an Investigation into Motivations for UK Charitable Giving, Peter Maple. Vice-Chancellor, that concludes this afternoon.
Finally, I would like to offer congratulations once again to all our graduates. You have made it this far. Now, what do? Share, support, bring people together, give, guide, change your future. You decide. It's what you do that defines you. Graduates, whatever you decide to do next, I wish you all a continued success in your journey ahead. And remember, we're with you all the way. Thank you. Look after yourselves. Take care. Bye-bye.